Welcome back to Bullet Catcher Gaming. It's Lee here, and this is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Okay, today's video is going to be the stainless extended 45 versus the 1911 or the Colt 45. Obviously, these two weapons come from the same family. They're both 45 ammunition. So I'm just going to do a bit of a shoot off to see, are they better than each other? Is one better than the other, or are they just the same, or what? So what we'll do then, we'll have a shoot off at 25 metres with and without suppressor, and what we'll do is we'll do as many rounds as we can, you know, firing off in one go, and then we'll do 10 rounds well aimed, and then we'll do the same at 50 metres. I think the weapon isn't going to be as effective over a longer distance than that, so 50 metres is probably going to be the optimum range. So that's what we'll do. Okay, right, we're at 25 metres now. As you can see, I've got the stainless extended or the 45 long slide all ready to go. What we'll do though, we'll go into the loadout, we'll have a look at the weapon's stats and any bits and pieces that we can attach to it. Okay, so we'll go and do that now. Okay, this is the loadout for the stainless extended 45. Not a bad looking weapon, I quite like it. I do like the way it sounds when the silencer is not attached. It sounds very meaty. I don't know why I said that. Right, okay, so on the left hand side you can see accuracy, handling, range, mobility and recoil. Now it's got a 31% power rate or hit rate. It's 45 round ammunition in a 12 round magazine, and it takes 2.45 seconds to change the magazine. And obviously, as you can see there, it says it's the iconic weapon of the Terminator with the laser sight. Obviously, anyone that hasn't seen the original film, 1984 film, with Arnie, it's in the scene where he knocks on the woman's door and she answers and he says, "Is Sarah Connor?" and she's like, "Yes," and he just blows her away straight in the head. So that's where the weapon's from. As you can see, this ridiculous laser sight on top of it there. Look, still like it though, but I think it's dated, the laser sight, to modern standards they are now. But regardless, it's alright. So as you can see, bottom, middle bottom is the tells me what mark of weapon it is, and as you can see, this is the Mark III, and it's completely maxed out. So on the left hand side, you can have a suppressor, or you can have a ripples silencer. I've not unlocked that, but as you can see, that 20% damage reduction if you have the suppressor fitted. So what we'll do is, once we've done the shoot, we'll go off and we'll have a pot shot at some soldiers and see which one takes out soldiers first, the 1911 or the stainless extended 45. Okay, so then we'll go back to the range, we'll have a bit of a shoot, and we'll see how this weapon gets on. Okay, so we're at 25 metres, we're going to do over the shoulder view rather than actually down the sights view. Obviously, as you can see, principles of aimed shooting. You've got the rear sights, the two red dots, and then in the middle you can see the foresight. Between that you've got equal height, equal light. So if you focus on the foresight, the target in the background really should be blurred, so you're focusing and that round should land where you're aiming. Okay, so what we'll do then, we'll do a sighting round, and then we'll do 11 rounds as quickly as we can. Okay, let's fit the suppressor. One sighting round, and then 11 rounds as quickly as we can. Let's have a quick look then with the old drone. Fairly similar grouping, although, and this might be my fault, not getting the rounds off as quickly, but the grouping seems to be a little bit tighter without the suppressor than it does with, but as I say, that's probably my fault. but at 25 metres they're fairly still close together, so you're going to put whoever it is down that you're shooting at. Okay, right, let's take the suppressor off. We've got 12 rounds in the magazine, and we'll do... Let's do 5 rounds well aimed, shall we? Otherwise we'll be here forever. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put the suppressor on. Slightly over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's have a look then with the drone. No difference there at all in grouping. So at 25 metres, no difference at all there in the grouping. Pretty much bang on. So there we are. So at 25 metres, as I say, that's probably my fault there for not getting the rounds off as quickly. But you can see that they're fairly spread out the same, and the grouping, it's less than it's like a couple of inches, if that, in grouping size at 25 metres. Alright, okay, so that's 25 metres then, with the stainless extended 45. We'll take that now and we'll go off to 50 metres and see how it gets on at 50 metres. Right, here we are, 50 metres. What we do, well, as here you can see, equal height, equal light. Rear sight slightly blurred, foresight focused. Okay, so let's change the magazine. Take the suppressor off, and then we're going to do a sighting round, and then the rest of it, like 11 rounds as quickly as we can. Okay. Okay, suppressor on. Ah, come on. Okay, 1 round, and then 11 as quickly as we can. Alright, let's put the drone up and have a look. Okay, there's the sighting rounds, and then obviously the first round landing, and then obviously recoil. When over distance, the rounds have got further to travel, so they're going to be spread out even more. As we see, we've got a couple in the roof there. Look, there's one there in that whatever it is, and then a couple in the roof. So really no difference at all there from having the suppressor fitted and not fitted over 50 metres. As I say, over distance the round's got further to travel, so it's going to be spread out more. So then let's have a look. So let's take the suppressor off. We'll do 5 rounds again, on aimed without the suppressor. Let's put the suppressor on. So that's the 5 rounds. Let's have a look then, see how we get on. 1 round slightly out there, but again I don't think that's down to the suppressor, that's just down to me. Over 50 metres, I think in real life you'd be lucky to get a grouping of 50 metres like that. That's fairly tight. So if you look at 25 metres, you've got rounds going through the same hole almost. Pretty much, although they're slightly spread out more, but again that's very, very tight grouping. But I think in real life at 50 metres you're gonna struggle getting them that tight together. So that is the 45 stainless extended. We'll have a look now then at the 1911 to see how that gets on. Right, okay, it's the turn of the 1911. So we're back on the range. I say range, we're on this little island, we're never get any interruptions, so it makes perfect testing ground. So what we're doing then, we're going to the loadout and have a look at the stats for the 1911. Right, so this is the loadout then for the 1911. Also on the left hand side we've got accuracy, handling, range, mobility and recoil. And from the looks of it, I can't actually see much of a difference in the weapons loadout there. Again, we've got power hit rate of 31, which is the same as the stainless extended long slide. Fires the same ammunition, the 45 ammo, and it's got a magazine change time of 2.45 seconds, which is the same. The only difference being between these two weapons is that this only holds 8 rounds in a magazine. So it's a bit of a disadvantage there for its mag capacity. And it says it's high range and accuracy, but it's slower reload. Well, it's the same as the stainless extended. So at bottom, middle bottom, there it's max level on Mark III. So I can't do anything else to it in respect of upgrades. Right hand side, you can have a variety of muzzles fitted. I think I've got the standard muzzle, so I'll stick with that. Rail cover, you can have a ATPAL, a laser, or the ATPAL ×3. So I'm just go with that, stick that on there, because the extended stainless extended's got a laser sight fitted to it, so it's only fair. Okay. So then what we'll do then, we'll go back to the range and we'll have a look at see how this weapon gets on. Right, okay, so we'll take the suppressor off and we'll do the same. We'll do one sighting round and then as many rounds as we can on full auto, which it's going to be 7 rounds, but we'll fire them off as quickly as we can, see how accurate it is. It doesn't seem to fire as quickly as the stainless extended. Let's fit the suppressor. Okay, one sighting round. Okay, so let's have a look then. Pretty similar to the stainless extended in as much as you get your sighting round and then firing off those rounds as quickly as you can, and all the rounds going off to the right hand side as the recoil brings the weapon back, ejecting a round, stripping the mag and putting a new round into the chamber. So as expected, really fairly spread out, but still at that range you're still going to get rounds on target. Okay then, so we'll take the suppressor off and we'll do 8 rounds, or we'll do 5 rounds, because that's what we did with the stainless extended. 5 rounds well aimed. 3, 4, one more, 5. Okay, let's put the suppressor on. We have to change mags as well because it's low capacity magazine. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, 5. Okay, let's have a look then and see how we get on there. Very, very tight groupings. Again, 5 rounds, almost all through the same hole. Slightly off there. Again, that's probably down to me. But again, tight grouping, 25 metres, nasty holes, especially from a 45. It's quite a big round. It's going to make very, very big holes in bodies. Okay, then, so we'll go off to the 50 metre mark and we'll do the test there and see how it gets on. Right, here we are, 50 metres, one sighting round, and then as many as you can already see, 25 metres further out than we are from 25 metres, and the rounds that you can even see from here, the rounds are spread out. Okay, so with the suppressor then, one sighting round, Okay, let's have a look at that then. See there, you got your sighting round, and then the first round out the weapon before they're going right and high. So over distance, the rounds have got further to travel, so the rounds are going to be spread out even more. But at that distance, you know, firing quickly, you're not going to get rounds on target unless they're nice, slowly, well-aimed shots. So what we'll do then, we'll take the suppressor off and we'll do 5 rounds aimed at 50 metres. Okay, suppressor on, change mag, over to the right, slightly lower this time, whoops a daisy. Okay, let's put the drone up and have a look. So again, rounds out. So is it me, or is it that the suppressor makes it less accurate? So you've got 5 rounds there at 50 metres without suppressor, fairly very tight, and there 25 metres, very very tight grouping. And then when you've got the suppressor fitted, you've got 1 round slightly out, and there we've got 2 rounds there, 2 rounds there, and then that round there in the middle. So is it me, or is it that these weapons aren't that accurate when you've got the suppressor fitted? The decrease in damage but accuracy, is that down to suppressor or is that down to me? You decide. I quite like the long slide, or the stainless extended. It sounds great, looks great. I'm a fan of the 1911 as well. So it's hard for me to distinguish between which one I favour. If you're going to choose a weapon though, for accuracy, mag capacity, then you've got to go with the stainless extended. You've got more rounds rather than the 1911. It's only got 8, so for me I think the stainless extended just tips it, because you're always going to want more ammunition. The more ammo you've got, the more rounds you can get down without having to change magazine. So there you go. That is the stainless extended 45 versus the 1911 45. You tell me which you prefer, or not. It's up to you. Give it a test yourself, see how you like it. What we'll do, we'll go off and just take some pot shots at some soldiers to see how we get on, and then you decide. Okay, so let's go and find some soldiers to shoot at. Right, here we are. We've got the 1911 and there are some unsuspecting troops. So let's see from a distance then. Where are we? 50 metres away. Right, 2 rounds. Let's put the suppressor on. Oh, it's changed mag. 4 rounds there. 5 rounds. So for the 1911 it was 2 rounds without the suppressor, and then with the suppressor fitted it was 4 shots on one troop and 5 shots on the other. So a little bit inconsistent there with and without the suppressor fitted. 4 rounds on one soldier and 5 rounds on another. But we'll have a look then at the 45 stainless extended and see how we get on with some troops on that one. Okay, up ahead here we've got some troops. Let's see how the 45 stainless extended gets on. 2 rounds without the suppressor. Oh. 5, 6. Let's change the mag. I think it was 3 on that one. Again, inconsistent, but then again, does it matter? They were slightly apart, so they're several feet or a metre or so apart. Has that got something to do with it? Who knows? Do your own test, see how you get on, and see what you think of the 1911 and the stainless extended 45. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks to all our new subscribers. Pass the word around. We are out there doing content different to other people. If you've got some ideas that you want us to do, give us a shout. Drop a comment in the comment section below, and we'll see what we can do for you. We're always open to new ideas and doing stuff different to other channels. You know, keeping it fresh and not doing the same old ideas. As I said, thanks for watching, guys. Take care and stay safe out there.